Welcome back, my dear friends, for another wonderful tea time session. So we are learning more from this Tulasidalam book, though they are already well-known concepts, but every time we learn, we try to make it, we try to implement those as we come to know more and more. So it is going to save deep in subconscious mind each and every concept the more we listen. So that is what it happens, my dear friends. And from yesterday's chapter, we can continue from there. Patriji, what Patriji is saying, what is our purpose of life? So our purpose of life is to become that pure consciousness. So Patri sir in Telugu says, right, Mamsa pindam ni mantra pindam cheskovali anesi. So what that means is like, we have to transform our matter into energy. So every time we practice meditation, we are doing that, but we have to have so much intense practice and intent. The intent is important. Yesterday we learned, right, what we think, so we become. So if we have that intent to become that energy, definitely we are going to become. Because if you read the book of James Redfield, Celestial Prophecy, so he within a short period of time, he was able to realize that he is a pure energy. He within a short period of time, he was able to experience that this matter can be transformed into pure energy. So every time we want to experience something, we are taking the matter form and then we are experiencing everything. And then we have to leave this body and we have to separate from this body. And then we are going to our home, right? So what Patriji is saying is that the purpose of life is to experience that consciousness and become that consciousness, so that when you vacate your body, you are fully aware, you are fully conscious being. So that is what Patriji is saying. And from there we have taken this. That is the, in Telugu they says Antima Dhyeyalu. And that is what, next chapter comes is, in order to become that consciousness, what are the things that we must do every day? Patriji mentioned that every day one must practice meditation, one must practice reading books, one must practice Sajjana Sangatya. So pyramid spiritual societies and most of the masters nowadays, everybody is practicing meditation and everybody is interested to learn about knowledge and wisdom from various masters, right? Before, like if you are into this organization, you just read and you just understand their concepts, understand about their process and their explorations. But now the world has become so global that we have access to learn from each and every master through books or through media or through real interaction. That is like, that has become possible now. So Patri sir saying that no matter what, you must practice meditation and read books and Sajjana Sangatya. Do not give up on anything, these, my dear friends. So if you really want to experience the life, be happy and enjoy life. If you decided to be happy, if you want to enjoy your life, these are the three must things one must do. And then we are walking into next chapter. So what are the immediate actions we must take? Like you are practicing meditation, right? What are the immediate actions we must act upon? So every time, what Patriji is saying is, we must live in the present moment. One must live in the present moment, and that is the first practice we must do. So as we are practicing meditation, definitely slowly we are bringing back to our present tense, and then again we are going, but this is a constant practice. So one must come into present moment. And then every time, whatever you are doing, either cooking or cleaning or walking or washing dishes, even listening to this class, how many of we are fully listening, right? 100% listening. So every time what you do, whatever you are doing, is just have that conscious thought that, I want to be fully present. So intention and intents are very important, as we discussed, right? With a single intention, we can achieve anything. So have an intent to fully attend what we are doing right now, whether it is washing dishes, whether you are working on implementing code, whether you are writing a book or walking or cleaning, whatever, just be present. So that is the purpose of life. Practicing meditation. Meditation is emptying mind. Mindfulness is being in the present moment. So both the things we must practice. We have to be very mindful about what we are doing in this present situation. And only then only you will achieve enlightenment. So the person who is practicing meditation naturally and eventually trying to be in the present moment awareness. So when the person is in the present moment awareness, he is going to take the right actions. So he is going to be fully aware of his actions. When he is doing that when he or she is doing her or his actions fully with the 100% awareness, and the result is successful, my dear friends. So in order to be successful, these are the keys. So in order to be successful, we have to take right actions. In order to take the right action, we have to fully present in the present moment, becoming that full awareness. And in order to become that full awareness and living in the present moment, one must practice meditation. And also along with reading books and Sajjana Sangatya is going to help. That's what Patriji mentioned in this chapter. So, and then next chapter is be impeccable with your words. In Telugu, it says Prajalpa Rahityam. So, every time when we speak, we are losing energy. Unless we are speaking about truth, unless we are speaking miraculous words for ourselves, for others. Otherwise, we are losing our energy. So either, we are losing bodily energy. Now we are losing bodily energy. We are losing mental energy. We are losing spiritual energy too. So no matter how much you practice meditation, no matter how many books you read, no matter how many Sajjana Sangatya too, if you don't practice speaking miraculously, then definitely those are all energy depletes. And when we speak ill, when we gossip, then Patri sir saying is that is a cancer for our soul. Cancer for our soul. So once we get cancer to our soul, slowly our mind disease will come and body disease will come, right? That is how it is happening. So one must be very aware of what they are talking. No matter what situation you are, try to speak positive. No matter what situation you are, try to think miraculously. Whether it happens or not doesn't matter, but we have to train our mind to think miraculously. It feels so weird. It feels like illogical because, we have been thinking logic everywhere, logical reason, logical speech, everything we are looking logically. If I say, tomorrow I will become like in next moment I will become a Buddha. I'm right. I'm very much confident. Do I know whether I become Buddha in the next moment? I do not know, right? But I can be that miraculously thinking. So one fine day, our mind is tuned. So however our mind tunes, the universe is tuning that way. So exactly what we are thinking is we are receiving in our mind. We are receiving in our life, my dear friends. So it's so important to speak miraculously and impeccable words. That is what Patriji saying. When you speak miraculously, your intellectual will increase tremendously and your happiness will increase tremendously and you will be joyful always. So if you see a person, by looking at them, by being with that person, you will be able to tell what kind of energy that person has and what type of words that person uses, right? So immediately you will notice. So if you feel anytime down, if you feel anytime you are feeling depressed or you are feeling low or you are feeling things are not moving, just to go back and see what you are talking to yourself and what you are talking to others, what type of conversations you have included yourself into. And casual phone calls with parents, casual phone calls, because now we are practicing meditation, we can understand what is miraculous thinking. But when we speak with our friends and family, again we shift slowly to be a normal person. So then that is again damaging ourselves, right? So it's okay. Take a daring step to talk miraculously. Maybe they will not enjoy, but slowly, you have to have a habit of starting the conversation with only happy conversations. So that way, not only you are energizing, but you are energizing other party too. So it's so important, my dear friends. That is what Patriji saying, that always have that full zeal, full enthusiastic about life. So they gain that energy completely. And in the next chapter, so this Be Impeccable Words, Patriji's book, Meher Baba is there. So Meher Baba kept quiet for 45 years. He did not speak a single word, but all his students were learning, practicing meditation, reading books, and everything was happening. All the gurus are visiting him, and he was visiting every place. How it is possible without speaking? He is going everywhere and he's inspiring everyone without a speech, just with presence. So he became an example that if you want to inspire world, you do not need to speak. Only your energy can make a difference, not your word. So that is what Meher Baba proved. And for the impeccable words, this is the perfect picture of Meher Baba. And then next comes is Kriya Yoga. This is Mahavatar Babaji. As you can see, so we are all aware of Mahavatar Babaji. I was not aware. I do not even know who is Mahavatar Babaji till I came into meditation. After coming into meditation also, I do not know Mahavatar Babaji. After reading Paramahamsa Yogananda's beautiful book, Autobiography Yogi, then I came to know that Mahavatar Babaji, the immortal being, Mahavatar Babaji is a responsible party for the Earth planet, my dear friends. That's what Patriji mentioned here. He's the boss of the Earth. There is a council who is taking care of Earth roles and responsibilities, right? About managing the energy and sending the energy, choosing the light workers and sending it to the Earth and spreading the meditation. We are all light workers. We are all star seeds, my dear friends. So we are all here on a bigger purpose. So we have council there. So there we have so many heads, and under heads, we are working for them, and then they guide us and they ask us to go down and teach meditation. You practice meditation and teach meditation. We think it is very common, but we are on a bigger mission. So for that entire process, Mahavatar Babaji is a super head. That's why mostly, he's visible for most of the meditators. Anybody comes into meditation, right? Everybody, almost 80% of the meditator knows about Mahavatar Babaji, unless they were not aware of it. But some are the other form. Either they will know Mahavatar Babaji, or they will know Paramahamsa Yogananda, or Yukteswar Giri Maharaj, or Kriya Yoga. Some are the other form. They are very much connected. So let us see what Kriya Yoga means. Kriya means action. Yoga means becoming one with that action. So the one that we must act upon. So Kriya Yoga means the action one must do. So that is what Kriya Yoga. The action one must do. What is that action one must do? Is here in Patanjali Maharshi says, Tapaha Swadhyaya Ishwara Pranidhanena Kriya Yogaha. Tapaha Swadhyaya Ishwara Pranidhanena is Kriya Yogaha. So we are doing tapa, meditation, Swadhyaya, reading books, Ishwara Pranidhanena. So when we are practicing meditation, reading about ourselves, reading about other masters' books, and that Sajjana Sangatya is happening. So when we practice meditation, when we read about ourselves, the first book to read is about ourselves only. Okay, so when we practice that, automatically, that is what is a Kriya Yoga. That action one must do is to know about yourself. How do you know about yourself? And there is a yoga practice. So Tapah Swadhyaya Ishwara Pranidhanena is a Kriya Yoga. This is what Patanjali Maharshi expressed in Raja Yoga Sutras. So what is Raja Yoga? The meditation what we are practicing is called Raja Yoga. Raja Yoga means king's practice. It is called king's practice. So everybody is teaching meditation. There are so many types of meditation, but everywhere you go, they start on some or the other act, right? Yoga or whatever it is. They are teaching, they are giving you training for teaching meditation. So the process is beginning from 1 step to 10 steps. Once you reach to 10 steps, that's where they teach this technique of breath, the importance of breath. Anapanasati, they are teaching there. From 1 step to 10 steps, every place, people are starting from 1 to 10 steps. But we are so lucky, we are starting from the end point only, direct Anapanasati. Because see, in the past, it makes sense, right? In the past, once you practice meditation, once you practice Anapanasati, definitely there are so many powers will come. And not many people are ready to use how to use those powers, right? But Patriji is very smart. So immediately what he said is, as soon as you practice meditation, so the meditation itself is started with free of service. So that itself is take out that, making money out of this meditation. So what happens is, once you practice meditation, right, you didn't pay anything. So what you do, you will not take any money for teaching. Because actually, when you practice meditation, you are getting super happy, and then you want to give the same happiness to other. So everybody can give, but when they want to give super happiness to people, then the small thing will come. What is for me? So Patriji removed that what is for me concept, my dear friends. You just keep teaching. He's very smart. He's not only removing our karma, but he's helping us to accumulate good karma by teaching meditation. Every time, if you learn meditation today, go or teach meditation tomorrow. That's what he's saying. So what happens when we practice meditation? We are burning our karma. When we teach meditation to others, we are accumulating good karma, because we are becoming a reason for them to burn their karma so that they can live happily, right? Every action has reaction. So Patriji mentioned that Raja Yoga. So we start from Anapanasati, king's practice. This is called a king's practice. So we are directly on to the point. And one person's intuition, one person's intention, no, if I teach to this person is going to make a big difference. That is the difference, my dear friends. So in the olden days, Rishi Munis, they did not teach meditation to ordinary people, because still they were not thinking miraculously, oh, that person might misuse the power. But Patriji, he has full confidence. His intention is so pure that everybody will become Buddha with practice of meditation. Let's teach. So he didn't keep anything inside. Such a great scientist, I feel, whenever these kind of examples I see. He's a super genius person. And here it mentions about tapassu. Tapassu means we think that only we need, before meditation, definitely everybody thinks that, our body requires sleep in order to get energized. We need to eat in order to get energized. So we are busy doing that, but we have to reduce those two activities, like eating food intake, we must reduce, and then sleeping also we must reduce. Because so when you are sleeping more, right, you are losing so much energy. The researchers has found, like, if you are sleeping for more time, because these days nobody is going into the deep sleep state. So the more people are laying on the bed and tossing here and there, so much energy waste. Okay. And then second thing, when you are eating more food, your digestion system is spending a lot of energy to digest that food, right? So when so much energy loss is there, then when we gain energy, we don't experience we don't experience the consciousness. So in order to experience the consciousness, Patri sir is and Patanjali Maharshi suggesting that, to reduce the sleep and food intake. And next comes is Swadhyaya. Swadhyaya is very much important, very, very much important. Like Linda Goodman also said that, one of the easiest way for the enlightenment is reading books, my dear friends. No matter you are a slow reader, you are a fast reader, you are a lazy reader, you cannot see or you cannot, just hold a book and start reading, my dear friends. This point I just say, because with reading, I have learned so much. With reading itself, I got a beautiful experience of oneness. When I was reading Anastasia book, when I was reading about the oneness, what is that oneness, I was reading, and within no time I got the experience of that oneness. So books really help, because remember, like if you are staying with Patriji for 1 day or 2 day, how you feel so happy, right? And you are learning so many things, and you are appreciating having him with you, and you are appreciating, you being with him and learning so many things. The same thing happens with books too. Every time you are holding a book, you are being with that master. If you are holding a autobiography of Yogi, you are nothing but you are traveling with Paramahamsa Yogananda. You are traveling with him and to Himalayas. You are traveling with him to several places in USA, and you are coming to know about Lahari Mahashaya. When you coming to know about Lahari Mahashaya, literally you are spending time with them. So there is no time and space concepts, right? This is what it is. It's everything in your mind. So the moment the moment you are watching the movie, that means you are seeing that, right? You are witnessing the scene there. That means you are living in that time and space. So it's so important to read books. And then Ishwara Pranidanam means everything is God. Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma. We must have this awareness that everything is divine. There is nothing in this universe is not divine, my dear friends. It just divine. So I am divine, you are divine, this book is divine, this table is divine, everything is divine. We are that divine beings. We are that God. We are that particles of God. We are all gods, my dear friends. Patriji always says we are all gods, we are all gods, we are all gods. Accept it. It is so hard to accept. How come I am a God? I don't behave good. I get so much angry. I am not a good person. I'm not working. I'm not doing meditation. I'm not reading books. I'm not doing Sajjana Sangatya. How come I am a God? I'm not helping anyone. First, do you accept yourself as a God? Then automatically you will have an experience that you are a God. Because if you think you are not a God, you are acting from a normal human mind. But if you accept that you are a God, you are bound to act as a divine being. You are taking responsibility. If you are a God, you are not going to take here and there actions without any awareness, right? You have so much responsibility. So when we accept ourselves as God, we take a lot of responsibility, and we must always in that consciousness that we are always the divine source and the divine being. So from these three things only, one can achieve their enlightenment. One can achieve their, one can experience that they are full consciousness, and there is no other way, my dear friends. There is no other way. Not singing, not dancing, not cooking, not taking care of kids, going feeding people. There are so many things are there we are doing in the name of service, but they will give only limited happiness. Yesterday we learned, right, 3 types of happinesses, but we have to move to that Brahmananda state. What is that Brahmananda? Unlimited bliss, that permanent, that eternal bliss state we must move. The eternal happiness we must experience. The only one way is through meditation, going inside, my dear friends, nothing outside.